Oil companies are being accused of not cleaning up oil wells they left behind. Retired Lieutenant General Russel Honore was in Lafayette today, just outside of the Petroleum Club. The general is a global authority on leadership, climate preparedness, and disaster management. News 10's Renee Allen was there.
Retired Lieutenant General is a force to be reckoned with. His voice commands authority. He led the Joint Task Force in the recovery of Hurricane Katrina, the U.S. security review in the January 6th insurrection on the Capitol. Now he's taking on the big O, the oil companies.
The journal says it's not about the industry workers, but about corporate leaders, some from outside Louisiana.
It's about the greed at the industry headquarters in places like Texas and New York that fund these explorations that come to Louisiana.
He says in Louisiana there are 4,600 abandoned oil wells. The cost to plug these orphan wells, well over $500 million. He says that's money taxpayers should not have to pay. He says let the companies pay.
We saw the result of that when Hurricane Ida come, when Ida disrupted some of those abandoned wells and pipelines off the coast.
The journal was joined by residents, fishermen, and workers who have concerns as well.
These wells are a ticking time bomb.
Harold Scheffler, a member of the local Sierra Club, wants something done also with abandoned oil platforms.
They're up 8 to 10 stories high and they've fallen apart. There's no lights on them.
Some say they're angry that oil and gas jobs are lost when they could have gone to cleanup efforts.
They should have been out there finishing the job and cleaning up after they were finished.
As a native of Louisiana, General Honore calls deserted wells an act of gross negligence that should not be excused.
Dilution is not a solution to pollution.
Another concern, not just for Louisiana, but the entire world. He says one of our greatest natural resources that runs the engines of our world has now become one of our greatest burdens. Reporting, Renee Allen for KLFY News 10.